snowy day here in East Tennessee. I had a dusting to a ½ inch of snow last night, which isn't a whole lot, just enough to make a mess kind of out of things and kind of ruin the day for what we had planned. While the soil was soft, I thought I'd come out here and kind of loosen it up and let the chickens kind of pluck around through it and have a little bit of outside time from the run. So today I'd like to talk to you about the price of eggs and kind of where that's at, where it's been, possibly where it's going. We don't buy a lot of eggs from the store, of course, with our own chickens, but I've been seeing quite a bit on social media about the price of eggs and where that's at. So done a little bit of research online to try to see what's causing the spike in the egg prices, and kind of see, do my own research to try to find out why. So I'm going to go through some of that today. Also go through how much we spend monthly on the upkeep of our chickens, how much egg production we see out of our chickens, and kind of base that on kind of the cost per month versus what we would spend at the store. Do a little comparison. So hang with us. We'll go through that, a few more things, and see if we can try to inform everyone of what we find is going on with chicken prices. So stay with us. So let's talk a little bit about our chickens' egg production. We usually, on average, get 2 to 3 eggs per day from these 4 laying hens. And we found that that's a good number for us. We don't have an overabundance of eggs, and we usually don't ever run short unless we do some kind of meal prep that involves a week worth of, something for breakfast that involves eggs, or just some large meals, boiling eggs for salads, different things like that. But we found that 2 to 3 eggs on average per day provides us well for our family of 4. So typically in a month we will go through usually a 50-pound bag of scratch feed that we give them, and also a 50-pound bag of laying pellets, and that's typically what we go through in a month. Some months could be more, some months less. Depends on how much they're outside, free ranging, and how much they're in the run. And we're playing with a few things with some different feeders to try to figure out what is our most efficient way to feed them. So 50 pounds of laying pellets, 50 pounds of scratch feed is usually what we'll average per month. And I just picked some up today for our next month, and we bought this from our local cooperative, and a 50-pound bag of 16% natural layer pellets, $16.80, and a 50-pound bag of 7% scratch feed is $16.30. So that comes to $33.10 a month that we're spending on our laying pellets and scratch feed for these 4 chickens. And like I said, that usually lasts us a month. Try not to waste much of it. We've had some issues with some rodents here lately that have been eating some of the feed, so we're trying some different things feeder wise to try to remedy that. But so that kind of breaks down our our average output for the month and our average investment that we spend per month. So typically, we're looking at anywhere from, let's just say, 80 to 90 eggs per month from these 4 laying hens, which is quite a bit. And we'll take some to my parents and give them to them, but we by no means try to sell eggs. We have just enough to do what we need to do. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're spending. per month on eggs. And then next we'll talk about kind of breaking that down as to that 80 to 90 egg average per month, what that would cost us at the store right now. So right now in our area here in East Tennessee, the average price at the store per dozen eggs for white extra large eggs, just store brand, nothing special, right now it's $5.25 per dozen. So in terms of what our chickens output of 90 eggs per month on average, if we went to the store and bought those 90 eggs, we're looking at right at $40 per month in eggs from the store. And like I said, that's just store brand white extra large eggs, nothing special. And if you bumped up to a cage free or a pasture range, you're looking at $7-8 a dozen easily. So with that being said, on the numbers I gave you earlier, we are ahead right now. Based on what we feed them per month, we're saving anywhere from $3 to $5 per month on the eggs that we're given from our chickens. Now what you can't see there is the store-bought eggs. We have no idea where they came from, how long they've been on the shelf, you know, what conditions were the chickens in when they had, you know, laid those eggs. So the satisfaction of us knowing that the eggs that we get daily, we know are fresh from our chickens. We know where the feed comes from. We know what they're eating, what they're drinking. And we feel like we give our chickens a very relaxed and joyful environment. So yeah, is it worth that $5 of savings a month right now? You know, for the daily feedings and, you know, putting out chicken bedding. Some would say it's probably not worth it, but in our opinion, we feel that it's worth it. So we're going to continue to have chickens. Now, if we had a few more chickens, you know, somewhere along the lines that price of feed is going to go up, but the egg output would also go up with it. So if we wanted to start selling eggs to try to recoup some of that money, we could do that. But right now we're pretty happy and content with just providing for our family with these 4 chickens we have. So that's kind of a comparison of what we would be, you know, spending at the store versus what we spend in feed for our chickens. So I hope this information helps you to try to give you an idea of what, as a small farm, you know, what we spend on our chickens versus what we would be spending on just eggs. So now for the why. So from what I've read online, and this is from multiple different articles and sources, everyone is saying that it was an outbreak of the avian or bird flu in 2022, and that most affected were laying hens. And none of the research really says how or why, but it's saying in these articles that meat chickens aren't affected as bad as laying hens for whatever reason. Like I said, I don't understand that, but that's what all the articles are saying. So the articles I've read say that prices of eggs are basically up 49.1%, and that they peaked in late December. So possibly they'll start coming down now that more of the laying hens are producing back, and the egg production is going to go up. It may counterbalance and start to come back down. But for right now, all the research I saw online, that's what it's telling me. That it was a very bad breakout of avian bird flu and took out a lot of the laying hens. So that's the reason why we're seeing these large spikes at the grocery store on eggs.